Welcome to our college briefing program. Today, we're diving into some fascinating stories from around the world. First up, despite political promises, factory jobs in the US are shrinking due to automation. While manufacturing produces more goods than ever, the number of workers has dropped significantly, shifting the focus towards skilled trades and service roles. It's a whole new landscape for employment, emphasizing tech-savvy skills over traditional factory work. Next, we explore the importance of building strong bones early in life to prevent osteoporosis later on. Activities like jumping, weightlifting, and simply getting enough sunlight and calcium can make a big difference. Keeping bones healthy isn't just for seniors, kids and young adults can benefit too, reducing the risk of fractures and ensuring a healthier future. Finally, in international diplomacy, Trump and Putin had a lengthy phone call discussing the Middle East tensions and Ukraine conflict. They focused on Iran's nuclear activities and Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine, highlighting ongoing diplomatic efforts and regional concerns. It's a reminder of how global leaders are constantly navigating complex issues to maintain peace and stability. Please continue to watch for more detailed insights on these stories. The Sydney Morning Herald paints a vivid picture of America's shifting industrial landscape, emphasizing that the nostalgic view of factory jobs as the backbone of middle-class prosperity is increasingly outdated. It highlights how automation and technological advancements have transformed manufacturing, making traditional factory roles less prevalent and less attractive. Today, jobs that resemble the old manufacturing work, such as electricians, mechanics, and skilled tradespeople, are more common, offering decent wages without requiring a college degree. Despite the desire among politicians like Biden to bring manufacturing back, the reality is that the nature of work has evolved, and the old factory jobs are disappearing even in leading economies like Germany, Japan, and South Korea. The article underscores that the potential economic gains from reshoring efforts are limited and that modern employment is now more dispersed and service-oriented, with growth in healthcare, personal care, and skilled trades, which are less centralized but still vital to economic health. The ABC Health Updates vividly describes the silent but serious threat of osteoporosis, often called the silent disease, which can lead to catastrophic fractures from minor falls. It explains how bone health is a dynamic balance, with young people building bone reserves during puberty, but many adults losing more bone than they replace, especially after menopause when estrogen levels drop sharply. The article stresses the importance of weight-bearing and resistance exercises, like jumping, running, or lifting weights, to stimulate bone growth, and highlights the crucial roles of vitamin D, calcium, and protein in maintaining bone strength. It also dispels misconceptions that fragile bones are only an issue for older women, pointing out that men and younger individuals can also be affected. The piece emphasizes that maintaining bone health requires a combination of proper diet, regular exercise, and monitoring, with early intervention key to preventing fractures and preserving mobility. The Globe and Mail provides a detailed account of the complex geopolitical dialogue between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump amid escalating tensions in the Middle East and ongoing conflict in Ukraine. It recounts how the two leaders discussed Israel's aggressive strikes aimed at dismantling Iran's nuclear capabilities and Russia's efforts to mediate in the Iranian nuclear negotiations, amid concerns about regional escalation. Trump pressed Putin to help end Russia's war in Ukraine, which has seen Moscow receiving increased support from Iran, including drones and missiles. The conversation also touched on prisoner exchanges between Russia and Ukraine, highlighting ongoing diplomatic efforts despite the tense geopolitical climate. Both leaders expressed concern about the potential for regional conflicts to spiral into unpredictable consequences, with Putin emphasizing Russia's continued interest in mediating peace and Trump acknowledging the growing instability in the region. The meeting underscores the fragile state of international relations and the delicate balance of diplomacy amid ongoing conflicts. The South China Morning Post vividly illustrates how Hong Kong's pervasive culture of comparison deeply affects its youth. The article highlights a recent survey revealing that nearly 30% of secondary students have contemplated self-harm or suicide, emphasizing that adults often dismiss these signs as trivial. The writer passionately argues that the root cause may lie in society's obsession with comparing oneself to others, whether in career prestige or income, fostering feelings of inferiority and eroding self-worth. This toxic environment, perpetuated by banners celebrating exam triumphs and a narrow focus on grades, discourages recognizing individual talents and alternative paths to success. Instead, the emphasis on exam results reduces students' worth to mere numbers, neglecting their unique qualities and potential for growth beyond academic achievements, which could otherwise bolster their self-esteem and resilience. Hong Kong's education system, as discussed by Raymond Yang Zinai in the South China Morning Post, must shift from superficial solutions to fostering genuine connections within schools. Drawing from personal trauma and the importance of trust, Yang advocates for a whole school approach that involves every adult, teachers, social workers, and staff in building relationships with students. He underscores that connection precedes effective intervention, citing the US CDC's findings that school connectedness is the strongest protective factor for adolescent mental health. The current focus on simply adding counselors is insufficient. Instead, cultivating a safe, trusting environment where students feel valued and understood is essential. This cultural change, emphasizing relational safety over mere academic success, could profoundly impact students' emotional well-being and help prevent tragedies like suicide. The South China Morning Post also sheds light on the profound impact of family circumstances, particularly for children of incarcerated parents, as highlighted by Paul W. C. Wong and Lee S. W. Anthea. The tragic case of a young girl left alone with her deceased mother underscores the vulnerability of children with absent fathers, often due to incarceration. The article explains that these children face high risks of trauma, social ostracism, academic struggles, and future involvement with the criminal justice system. It advocates for a compassionate, family-centered approach that includes mental health support, social services, and outreach programs to break the cycle of disadvantage across generations. Without timely and targeted intervention, these children are at risk of inheriting their parents' struggles, emphasizing the urgent need for systemic support to foster resilience and hope for future generations. The South China Morning Post highlights the profound benefits of walking as a simple yet powerful tool for fostering closer relationships. Engaging in physical activity together, such as walking, not only boosts health but also creates shared narratives and rituals that deepen emotional bonds. Studies reveal that walking with someone, especially in neutral, outdoor environments, can facilitate organic conversations and reduce barriers to open communication, making it easier to connect on a meaningful level. This shared activity helps build trust and understanding, whether between parents and children or friends, by releasing mood-enhancing endorphins and establishing a sense of partnership. Michael Beckham, a Hong Kong counselor, emphasizes that these intentional moments of physical engagement can turn ordinary walks into opportunities for genuine connection, promoting mutual awareness and emotional intimacy without the pressure of direct eye contact or formal conversations. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports on the intriguing breeding habits of southern right whales along Western Australia's south coast, where mothers return to their birthplaces to calve, offering scientists a rare window into their reproductive behaviors. Despite the global ban on commercial whaling, the whale population remains significantly below pre-whaling numbers, with calving rates decreasing from every 3 years to every 5, indicating ongoing challenges in their recovery. Researchers utilize drones and aircraft to monitor these elusive creatures, documenting fluctuating numbers of mother and calf pairs, which serve as vital indicators of the species' health. The data suggest possible impacts from prey availability, human activities, or natural environmental changes, emphasizing the urgency of long-term monitoring and collaborative efforts to understand and protect these majestic animals. The ongoing research underscores the fragile state of the southern right whale population, highlighting the importance of community support and international cooperation in conservation efforts. The Back Mountain Chamber, in partnership with Valentine's Jewelry, is hosting a community event titled Human Trafficking, Hiding in Plain Sight, aiming to shed light on the pervasive and often overlooked issue of human trafficking in Pennsylvania, which ranks 9th nationally. The event will feature prominent speakers including Thomas J. Yamasca, Suzanne Beck, and Tammy Burke, who will discuss how trafficking persists locally and what measures can be taken to identify and combat it. This initiative underscores the importance of community awareness and action, especially in the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton region, identified as a hot spot for trafficking activities. Attendees will gain valuable insights into this hidden crime, with tickets priced at $25, including lunch, emphasizing community engagement in tackling this serious issue. Meanwhile, in Omaha, UCLA's baseball team made a triumphant return to the College World Series after an 8-year hiatus, defeating Murray State 6-4 in their opening game. The Bruins showcased their dominance early on, building a commanding 6-0 lead with key hits from Roman Martin and A.J. Salgado, and maintaining control through strong pitching, especially from reliever Ian May and closer Easton Hawk. Murray State, making its debut in the series, fought back valiantly, scoring 4 runs in the later innings, but UCLA's early lead proved insurmountable. This victory marks UCLA's impressive 27-1 record when scoring first, setting the stage for their upcoming match against either Arkansas or LSU, as they aim for another deep run in the tournament. Across the globe, researchers have pioneered an innovative method to combat environmental waste by upcycling discarded face masks into valuable electronic components. Developed collaboratively by the University of Southern Queensland and Chinese academics, this process transforms single-use masks into a nanocomposite film with remarkable electromagnetic shielding and thermal conductivity properties. This breakthrough could offer a sustainable, cost-effective alternative to traditional materials used in smartphones and LED lights, addressing the staggering environmental impact of over 950 billion masks disposed of globally since the pandemic's onset. Experts advocate for governmental support to commercialize this technology, emphasizing its potential to reduce landfill waste, lower pollution, and promote a circular economy, thus turning a pandemic-related problem into a promising environmental solution. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything, laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything, laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too.